Okay, you guys, so I know it's been a long time since I've not only kind of done a video, but actually got in front of my phone or camera to actually even do a video. So if y'all have just any general questions for me, since like I said, I have not done just a general video coming in front of the camera in a while, please let me know. This hair, I don't know if I ever came on camera with this hair. Oh yeah, have I? Do I have a video with this hair on camera? I don't know, but pretty much this is um, it looks a mess right now, but this is just some Indian curly hair from vendor number 3. It's kind of poofy right now, but I've worn this hair for a while now, on and off. I just wash it, condition it, and it just comes back to life. If anyone's wondering, I'm selling a bender. I'm not really selling the hair anymore. I just don't have the time to keep up with it, or the money to dish out on getting the hair, not pre-order. So again, I'm selling the vendors. If you're interested, let me know. If you're really interested, I may cut a deal. Just let me know. But anyway, so this video, I just wanted to discuss some of the best and worst places in my personal experience to buy pre-loved items. So, I would say just going with the worst, starting with OfferUp. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that app or that website, OfferUp. It's trash. I ordered some leather Rexy Coach slides. So it's supposed to be all black leather. If you're familiar with Coach, then the Rexy is like that little dinosaur. And they had some like embroidered leather slides with the Coach Rexy with like other embellishments on it. And the slides retail for like 200 and something dollars. But the lady had them on there for like half the price, like one something. So, or maybe they retail for like 3 something. I don't know, but she had on there for like 1 something. And I purchased it. Whatever she used to ship it, it took a while to come. So I kind of was a hassle because she didn't really keep me updated. I didn't really get a tracking number or OfferUp. It just kind of will let you update you throughout the stages. So like the first stage may be, oh, your order is accepted. The next stage maybe it's been a process. The next stage is it's shipped, and then next stage is delivered. So at the time that I ordered from OfferUp, which has since been a while, but the time that I ordered from there, um, it almost was a joke the manner in which they used for their stuff. Either that or the person I purchased from did not give me a tracking number. It's one of the two. So it took a while to come. For the longest, it did not, like, I didn't really have an update. It randomly came in the mail. Keep in mind, if these are retail, almost $300 slides, it was packaged in just a envelope. Just not a box, but a mailing envelope. So that kind of really pissed me off because it's like you're mailing $300 shoes retail or $200 shoes, however much the stuff was, in a bubble envelope. Open it, the shoes kind of bent up, but when I purchased it, it said it was a new item or like new, never used. The shit was used. It was dirty. It was used. It was nasty. When I contacted the seller to let her know, she got on the defense and got upset. Well, you could just give it back to me. Da 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 da. Long story short, OfferUp just wasn't really worth it to me. And it was a while back. It was around the time where you turned on the TV and all you saw was videos. I mean, commercials for OfferUp. Not worth it. Next one is Mercari. Mercari, I guess what I would say. I apologize. My arm hurts. I just got off work. So Mercari, I have never made a purchase on Mercari, but I've more so inquired and just browsed their site. I just didn't love the experience I got. Every time I went to message a seller, I never got a response. Just inquiring about items, and it's kind of like if I can't even get a response from you, why would I purchase from you? And it could be on the seller and not the website, but it just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth with Mercari. I would say the next site that I'm just starting to not really be a fan of is Poshmark. So lately I've been doing a lot of ordering on Poshmark. My biggest gripe recently with Poshmark is the items I'm getting are not as described 100%. So when I was ordered from Poshmark previously some months back, I ordered like an MCM card case, I ordered like an old school vintage Coach leather bag. Both items were just not as described. They would describe them as new or like new, and I'm getting it and it's reeking of smoke, or it's pin marks and scratches and edge wear. Like, it's completely different than what they're describing it as. So yeah, I'm able to return it, but it's a hassle. And then it's literally the sellers are getting upset and pissed at the fact that I want to return an item that I received that's not like the description. Excuse me. And both on those orders on Poshmark, I messaged the sellers and asked them, is there any marks? Is there any signs of wear? Is there any corner wear? Is there anything like I need to be made aware of? No, perfect condition, get it, and it's not. So I stopped shopping on Poshmark for a while. Recently, I've been shopping very heavy on Poshmark. If you look at my purchase history, I've been shopping a lot. And again, I'm a very detailed person. I'm asking very specific questions. Is there any wear? And my thing is, I don't mind if there is a wear. Just let me be aware of it, and then let the price reflect that. So when I get it, I know, okay, there's a little wear. Maybe I need to do some work to it, or maybe I'm just willing to deal with that wear. Well, in these recent orders I received from Poshmark, again, it's either not as described, like they're not being completely honest in the description of the items, or they're not able to fully capture the true condition of the item, one of the two. So it ends up as being misleading as a buyer. And as of lately, I really don't even go through the process of returning anymore. I honestly will either give it away to a family member or give it to Goodwill, but I just won't shop anymore. And I think Poshmark, I'm starting to not shop anymore. Yeah, I just did a video of a card case I got from Poshmark, which I just lucked up and happened to be a good purchase. But I've purchased, I want to say 4 other purchases from Poshmark since then. Since that card case. One was a Coach wallet, which was as described. No issues. One was a Tory Burch wallet. For some reason, the seller was not able to get accurate pictures of the true item. So it's kind of misleading when I received it. Not necessarily condition, but just being able to capture the true likeness and aesthetic of the item. The other thing was a Tory Burch coin purse. Same thing. Not able to truly capture, I guess, accurate pictures and looks of the item, which kind of ends up being misleading when I go to receive it in person. What else? I got a handbag. Ask very specific questions. The condition, edgeware. No, it's not bad. No, it's barely used. It like new. Get it. It's used, and you almost look like you tried to do some color matching to the bag. It's a black bag, and it almost looks as though you tried to add something to the bag to match the black color that started to rub off in certain areas. So it's just kind of frustrating that you have a site like that to where your sellers are not being 100% honest. It's frustrating as a buyer because I lose trust, and again, I no longer want to really purchase from Poshmark. So next one is Tradsey. I purchased from Tradsey a few times. I purchased like a Gucci wallet. I purchased like a Tory Burch bag. Very, very recently, a Tory Burch bag. I purchased a Coach bag. Every time on Tradsey, surprisingly, I've had a good experience. Surprisingly, when I message the seller, they message different sellers. Tradsey is like different sellers post new and used designer items. And I put in quotations because some are higher end and some are not. But every time I message the different sellers on Tradsey, they always respond in a timely manner. They're accurate with their descriptions. If I have a question about maybe a gray area in their description, they respond accurately, and they respond accurately and like are very upfront and honest, and even include even more pictures. So I don't really hear people talk about Tradsey so much, and I guess the initial controversy with Tradsey was not knowing if you were buying things that weren't authentic. I've never had an issue with Tradsey and buying something like not authentic. So I guess moving into the better places to buy, and I'll do a recap at the end. I guess moving into the better places to buy, I have no issues with Tradsey. The next one, eBay. eBay, I would categorize 50-50. In general, I love eBay. I don't really have issues with eBay. However, lately, I haven't been gravitating to eBay as much, and it's just getting off-putting because, and it's not even purchases. I will see the listing, big huge tag, new with tags, brand new. They'll categorize it as brand new. But when you're detailed looking at these pictures, the shit looks trash. It looks used that you got from Goodwill and you're throwing it up to sell. And it's like, why are you trying to mislead a buyer? Why are you trying to get over on someone? Like, why does it have to be that? Why can't you just be upfront and honest? And if you have a used item, why can't you price it accordingly? So I'm starting to be deterred from shopping from eBay. Um, and I guess the main two that are really good for pre-love that I purchased from is Fashionphile. I just did a video on Fashionphile. If you look at my channel, I've done a couple of videos on Fashionphile. I love it because you can buy, Fashionphile is more higher end designers, but you can buy them with trust and confidence online, knowing that I'm buying an authentic item, knowing that it's for some items are decent price and some items are overpriced, to be honest, but they do offer kind of like a layaway reserve option that you can pay a little on it, pay a certain amount to reserve it based on the total price of the item, pay a little bit on it within a certain time frame, and then eventually you'll own the bag. Or if you just need to reserve it so it doesn't sell and then wait for you to get your check in a couple weeks to pay it off, but you don't want it to sell in that time frame because it's a one-off item. Like, I really like Fashionphile for that. And then they also kind of have a period, like, before they ship your item, while they're processing your item, you should have that option to cancel. You get the item and you have the option to decide, I got the item, I'm looking at it in person, I don't love it, I have X amount of days to return it, no penalty. Or I bought it, I cut the tags off, wore it, I don't really grab for it so much, I can sell it back to them and still get a large percentage of it what I paid back. So it's so many benefits to Fashionphile, to where it's starting to be my new go-to. Yeah, it's higher end designer, but there's so many benefits that come along with it. It's like you'd be crazy not to shop with it with all the money you lose from shopping out these other places. And I guess the last one is the Real Real. I've only bought a couple things off the Real Real, or maybe just one thing. I didn't have a bad experience. The Real Real is not as descriptive and detailed in their descriptions as Fashionphile. Fashionphile, they say excellent is like new. If they say new, it's new. If they say very good, it's probably very damn good. And if they say good, okay, you're probably starting to get into the somewhere. But Fashionphile is very detailed and good with their descriptions and pictures. The Real Real is not so much. So you have to be a little more nitpicky and detailed and viewing their pictures and zooming in and is there something I see? But I made one little designer purchase off the Real Real. I didn't have an issue. The Real Real has way more designers. So the Real Real has Coach and Marc Jacobs and Kate Spade and Tory Burch. So more of your contemporary designers that the Fashionphile does not have. Real Real does not have like a layaway type option. But again, you're making sure your items are authentic. You don't have issues with authenticity. So again, just based on my personal experience. Oh, also something I want to mention, just is like something to throw out there. I've been buying clothes recently off some of these websites. Some with tags, maybe they just bought it and didn't like it, and some lightly, gently used. You gotta watch buying clothes from some of these pre-love websites because they're coming from people's homes. Some people have a stench in their home that they're almost not aware of, I'm assuming. And then when you get an item in the mail and it literally reeks of like an awful stench that you can tell came from someone's home who may not realize I have a stench in my home and I'm selling items coming from this stank home. I've received a pair of jeans from eBay like that, and I received a couple pair of jeans off of Poshmark like that. The jean from eBay stinks so fucking bad. I had to, excuse my language, I had to throw it away. The other two I sent to Goodwill because it just stunk. So you got to be aware of that when you're also buying from all these other websites other than a Fashionphile, other than a Real Real. A Fashionphile, the Real Real, they'll know it has an odor to it. These other sites, either the seller does not realize your home smells, or they just are trying to get rid of the item and they're not being honest and upfront. Depop. Depop is another one that I'm not a fan of, and I really don't want to order from no more, except for one guy that I follow that I've seen. I never bought from him, but I would trust him based upon his YouTube videos. It's Hadrian, who resells. But Depop, they're dishonest sellers. They do not do accurate descriptions of their items. They do not do accurate pictures of the items. I bought an item with a cut in the fucking handbag. A cut. Like he sliced it with a box cutter maybe when he opened the bag initially and purchased it. And then the strap was real, almost turning like moldy. like it was a weird film on it, which made me think I'm old. I don't know if it truly was. So Depop, I do not recommend Depop. So really, the only the only three I really would truly confidently recommend is Fashionphile first, the Real and Tradsey Tide. My battery's about to run out, so pretty much Fashionphile first, the Real and Tradsey Tide. If you're looking for clothes, it's a throw it in the air and just blindly pick something, because it's just been stressful buying from all these sites. But like I said, Fashionphile is the main one I would recommend. Then the Real and Tradsey are tied, and the rest are like no.